Right, Friday, January 6th. My trades. Today was a good learning day for me. I didn't make much money, but I learned a lot. My first trade was I had an overnight position, or no, I didn't have I had an overnight position. Yesterday on IMGN, I had a panic in the morning yesterday, had a bounce. I shorted this bounce at 249, I think it was, 249, yep. And then I got a near perfect entry at 233 when I had a slight panic in the morning, not much. Got out immediately, took that money. I was planning on getting out 233 anyways, because if you look at a prior, see it's got support here, so I knew that I wanted to get out at 233 to 232. So that was that trade. And then, thank God I got out, because look what it did. It took off. Which, I decided to get in again. When this pulled back, I decided to short again at 249. And then it took off without me. I did not cut losses. I actually added to my position at when it couldn't get through 260, which is a previous high. I got in right here at 256. So now, and then it dipped down and it came down. I don't know. Tim told me to smack myself for taking this trade. He didn't like the short. He's probably right. If we let's look at a longer term chart on it. Let's look at the last 10 days. So it's ran up, come down, ran up. See, it's kind of consolidated. So this thing could easily take off to higher levels come Monday. So I'm looking to exit pretty fast on Monday. If we look at, and if it does start spiking, I'll exit immediately, and then I will look to get back in. I'll look back to short around the high twos or even 3 right in there. So the high twos. So if this thing doesn't have a panic on it on Monday, I will be getting out, and hopefully it'll spike more, and I'll short up in the 3s. So that is that. That's IMGN. Next is ETRM. ETRM. This one, I am trying to learn to go long. I am not good at going long. I don't like going long. I like shorting for some reason. Even though we're in a bull market, I'm just not that comfortable with going long. First trade was, I thought it had a panic. I tried to dip buy. I got a bad entry at 217. It did not hold. Here, let's zoom in a little bit. It did not hold right here. And I told myself that I should be using this support as 633 as my dip buy opportunity. And my buddy Justin, he has gotten really good at Bollinger Bands. So let's get a Bollinger Band up. Well, he's gotten good at like the indicators. Tim doesn't really teach those, but he's gotten really good at them. And I called him, and he kind of helped me a little bit, kind of talked me through some stuff. Where are the Bollinger Bands? I don't trade with Thinkorswim. I just like their charting. Where Bollinger Band? Is there a Bollinger Band? Moving averages? No. Alright, I'll find I don't want to take up. Oh, hell with it. Anyways, I'll talk about the Bollinger Bands at a later date. So yeah, whenever this busted through this 640 range, this 650 range, I got paranoid. I sold and took a pretty big loss. Thankfully, I had a small position, only a $500 position, so I'm just experimenting. And then it bounced, and then I got back in. And what I should have done, I got back in at like 659 is what I got back in at. So on this bounce right here, which I should have been patient. I'm not patient with my entries. I should have been patient. I should have let it run up and then bounce. Makes this higher low. I got 4 minutes, 4 opportunities to get in right here. But I held through this. It came through. I held through this down here, and then it took off. And then my plan was already to sell in the 730s. I got out at 721 because if you can see, it had, when it made the run, when it made this run at 720, it kind of right here it seemed like I was having a little trouble, so I put my order in at 721 and I got filled and got out. And that was that. ETRM. So made a little bit back there. Still lost overall on it, but not much. Just a scratch. But I learned. I learned about Bollinger Bands, so that was nice. Thank you, Justin. And let's see what I wrote in my notes here. I wrote, decided to trade it again when it bounced, but I chased my entry up. Should have waited for a lower high to buy near the bottom. Got a safe exit at 721, then ripped. And then when it ripped to 730 is exactly where I thought it would get stuffed, and it did. I traded this stock super small positions. I am just learning to go along overall, and how to use Bollinger Band in reference to dip buying. So yes, so that was ETRM. What else did we trade today? IPI is one that I'm really comfortable with. IPI. Very comfortable with IPI. I've already traded it several times. If you look at it from, say, a 10-day chart, there we go. So I shorted it here. I shorted this bounce here. And then, you know, this thing's on the backside of the move. I love shorting spikes on the backside of the move. It's kind of my bread and butter. It's where I make most of my money at. So this ran up yesterday. It really couldn't break out. And then today when I had the panic, I shorted the bounce here. Shorted the bounce here, consolidated, and then it gave away late this afternoon, which I should have got out right here, but I was being greedy and I wanted it to come down to 204. So I decided to hold it over the weekend and save a day trade. So not a bad, it was a good week overall. I didn't have one red day, although my wins were kind of small overall. I didn't have one red day. That was nice. It's nice to be consistent. As far as takeaways, the things I need, my exits have been great. My entries have been weak, so I just need to be more patient with my entries. I need to wait. I just need to wait. I need to wait with my entries. I swear if I wait 5 more minutes every time, I will. I look back at my trades and I think to myself, if I would have waited 5 minutes, I would have got such a better entry. But I like to get it in. So that's a weakness. My strength is I'm doing good at, I'm sticking to one setup, which is I love shorting the spikes, shorting on the backside of supernova moves, or you know, they run up for a few days and then on the backside I like to short the spikes, and usually there's shares to short on that when that happens. So other than that, I think that I am done, and next week maybe we'll talk about some Bollinger Bands. I'm going to try to go long some more next week. But hope everybody has a good weekend, and thanks for watching.